Greetings, young artists of the Rochester City School District. Today, we will be viewing and talking about the works of the Russian-born artist Marc Chagall, who lived from 1887 to 1985. Marc Chagall is perhaps one of the most famous artists of Jewish descent. And as we have been learning about Hanukkah this week, we'll be looking at this Jewish-born artist. During the course of Marc Chagall's long career, he worked in many mediums, including drawing, painting, ceramics, printmaking, and stained glass. Marc Chagall's artwork often depicts images from his childhood village and what is now the country of Belarus. It should be noted that many of the characters included in Marc Chagall's artwork are often defying gravity. Some of Marc Chagall's artwork often shows images from later in his life, such as the many years that he spent living in France. In his later years, Marc Chagall also began working in stained glass. Working in stained glass delighted Marc Chagall, as stained glass is a wonderful medium for visual storytelling. Many of his installations are still visible around the world, including this piece from his installation, America Windows. Marc Chagall created this multi-paneled work of art in glass and gifted it to the Art Institute of Chicago in appreciation of America's bicentennial during the 1970s. After looking at Marc Chagall's images in stained glass and his paintings and drawings, we will begin working on our own image of a stained glass window drawing. Our focus for our artwork today will be on the design principle of balance. In this case, we will be focusing on symmetry. Symmetry in art, to keep it simply, is an image that can be divided into equal halves. We will be creating an image in one half and then finishing it by copying the first half onto the second half of our paper. You can see these examples of simple images that are divided into equal halves. To create your work of art, you will need paper, a pencil, an eraser for mistakes, and coloring supplies. You may wish to pause this video now in order to go gather those supplies, and when you feel ready, you can resume by hitting the play button again. It should also be noted that if at any time you need to pause or rewind the video, you can do so. First, we'll take a look at some examples of stained glass windows, or drawings of them. These images, you can see, if you were to draw a line down the middle from top to bottom, would be the same on both sides. They are good examples of symmetry. Your images can be personal, or they can just be fun design elements that you are inspired by, hopefully through the work of Marc Chagall. I will be using an arched window for my design. You may wish to join me, or you may want to keep it simple and use a rectangular frame. To begin your work of art, you will want to fold your paper in half. Once you have folded your paper in half, you will want to draw one half of your window frame, making sure that the center of the frame lines up with the folded edge of your paper, so that when you unfold it, both halves will be on the same side of the paper. Next, you will want to move to a window. You will need to turn your paper over and press your paper against the window so that your drawing is facing the glass. When you do so, the light coming in through the window should allow your drawing to shine through. If it is too hard for you to see your drawing, you may need to go back to your workspace and trace over your pencil drawing with a marker or something dark like a pen or a crayon. Then you can return to the window with your paper and your pencil and your paper folded. This time your drawing should shine through so that you can trace it with your pencil. When you finish and return to your workspace, you will want to go over your paper so that you can see that the frame is matching on both sides. You can already see the symmetry in my window frame. You can refold your paper at this point, and you can draw one half of your drawing on the paper. In doing so, you will copy it just like you copied the window frame so that your drawing will be the same on both sides. I am using candles for my theme, as candles are a part of the Hanukkah tradition, and also this time of the year is often called the season of light. After you finish with your drawing, you will need to return to the window and press your paper against the glass with your drawing facing towards the window so that the blank half of your paper is facing towards you and your pencil. Again, if it is difficult to see, you may need to go over your drawing with a marker or a pen or a crayon, and then you can return to the window to continue trying your tracing. When you are finished, you may want to outline your entire drawing so that your drawing stands out, and then using whatever coloring supplies you have at home, you can color in your image. When you finish, you should be able to see that your drawing depicts symmetry and that it is equal on both sides, or that it can be divided in half and show equal halves. When you finish your artwork, please share it with your art teacher. You can also post an image of your artwork on social media and include the hashtag RCSD Arts. Happy creating, and thank you for spending some time looking at and learning about the Jewish artist Marc Chagall.